was passed, like 1996 or something, by a township board back then. That stipulated you gotta come in and fill out a permit, you can have so many rummage sales in a year, so many, amount. It's a resolution. So we get complaints this time of year, probably once a week at least, about a rummage sale operating illegally. We cannot enforce a resolution from 40 years ago. So, I know this is gonna be a tough sell. If we want to enforce it, we need to have an ordinance to control it, something that we can actually enforce.
Is this new business? Come on.
What do you guys feel? Does that sound like something you wanna do, or?
Need we say any more?
People have rummage sales throughout the year, they're supposed to get a permit. If they don't get a permit, and their neighbor calls because they're having a rummage sale all summer long, some of them are almost
Oh,
continuous.
you're saying a perpetual rummage sale?
Yeah, we can't, I've sent them letters and sometimes it works, but push comes to shove, we can't enforce it. And I think we should have a rummage sale ordinance, exactly worded the same as our resolution. And, that would allow our code enforcement officer to have the authority to enforce it if he needs to. Does that sound like something you wanna tackle?
I would like to have one.
Like,
We deal with it a lot now.
maybe not tonight.
Not tonight.
Yeah,
Is there something that has become a real problem?
yeah, it actually is. There's people that run continuous rummage sales, so they're effectively operating a flea market,
Yeah,
and we get complaints all the time about them. And,
just those though, or somebody pops up and has one?
oh yeah, most people follow
Yeah.
the guidelines. They come and get a permit, there's no charge
What's
for
our
it.
permit?
No, it's free. You just gotta come in and get it.
We have to have
I don't know.
So we know that they have one.
Yeah. And so we control how many they have.
So we can control, exactly, control. You said it accurately, control.
We didn't run a building before, did we?
We did not run a building before.
That was an interesting comment.
Wasn't it though?
It was a very interesting comment.
40 trailers, that was 120
Oh,
reports that I
yeah.
did this last month.
40
40
trailers
trailers were going in, so.
were dropping into Flushing Estate. They had a huge amount of building permits. But we did run a report of what are the numbers looking like? Are we keeping pace with the money that we're spending compared to the money coming in for building permits, even though we've cut the cost of permits right in half? And we do, we keep pace with that, we pay the code enforcement officer out of it, we pay the building inspector out of it, and it all works out. And the fire chief did not send me a fire department report.
Well, we had an election recently. Everything went well. We just got approved through the board of canvassers, so we're all set to go. Staff did amazing with money. It was a consolidated election, so we only had 3 in-person precincts and 2 absentee precincts. And a few new people that had to get their feet wet.
Yeah.
So it turned out well.
What was the percentage that voted of our,
Less than 5%.
pardon?
Less than 5.
Less than 5. Not too many interested people.
And the 2 ballot questions.
That's all I have.
Terry, do you have a report?
Yes, if you look at the treasurer's report, looking at the bonds, we had one mature last week, May 1st. This is really, the nicest one we had was at 4%. So I down and cashed it in and got a new one for 2 years, we received almost $22,000 interest on that. The new one I bought was .50 rather than 4.0, but that's the best that was available. You'll notice we have two with Financial Plus, because Financial Plus, the regular interest